Welcome to Gunners Daily YouTube channel and our newest segment called Daily Arsenal, where I'm going to talk about all the latest news, transfer rumors and everything else related to the Gunners. But before we start talking about Arsenal, if you haven't already, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, so you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos. Thank you and let's go. Arsenal could terminate Pepe's contract. Arsenal could terminate Nicolas Pepe's contract if they cannot find a buyer, as he doesn't have a future at the Emirates stadium, according to journalist Paul Brown. The report suggests the 27-year-old is surplus to requirements, and ahead of a potential spending spree, the Gunners could terminate his contract if suitable offers are not tabled. Pepe was on a season-long loan with Nizza, but the deal did not include an option for the League One side to make the switch permanent. Nico is set to enter the final 12 months of his £140,000 per week contract in the summer, leaving the North London club with limited time in which to cash in. Rhys Nelson contract update. Rhys Nelson is expected to remain at the Emirates, with the Daily Mail reporting that a breakthrough has been made in talks over a contract extension. Nelson's current deal is due to expire this summer, and having already rejected several offers of an extension, appeared to be on his way out. However, it is claimed that Nelson has now agreed terms in principle on a new long-term contract. The report states the winger is set to put pen to paper on a 4-year extension which would offer him a significant pay rise on his current £60,000 per week deal. Nelson has played for Arsenal since he was just 7 years old, coming through the club's Hale End Academy before making his first team debut during Arsene Wenger's tenure at the club back in 2017. The winger enjoyed a successful loan spell in the Bundesliga with Hoffenheim during the 2018-19 season, and he also spent the 2021-22 campaign on loan at Dutch outfit Feyenoord. Declan Rice told why he should join Arsenal. West Ham's Declan Rice has been told that he should ignore transfer interest for Manchester United and join Arsenal this summer. The 24-year-old has become one of the most sought-after midfielders in world football following his performances for both club and country in recent years, and now looks set to join a Champions League club this summer. However, one clear option may have emerged in the form of Arsenal in the wake of their title challenge under Mikel Arteta this season. West Ham are expected to demand a fee in excess of £19 million for their star player to leave this summer, with Arsenal reportedly willing to offer wages of £300,000 per week to secure a transfer. He has, however, also held talks with Bayern Munich, while United weigh up a potential swap deal amid their growing transfer wish list. Despite the wealth of choice, former Scotland international and pundit Ali McCoist has told Rice that he should choose Arsenal over United, with the chance of catching up to Man City more of a possibility with the North London club. McCoist told TalkSport, "It's a funny one. If I'm Declan Rice and I'm weighing up my options, I'm thinking I'd probably rather go to Arsenal than Manchester United. I look at Manchester United and I know they won the League Cup, but they look as though they're 4 or 5 players behind Manchester City. I still think Arsenal are well behind Manchester City, but I think they've got the potential to get nearer to them quicker." Arsenal loan price for Sacha Boey. Galatasaray right-back Sacha Boey was one of the stars of their Super League title win this season and has been linked with a move to the Emirates. And Mikel Arteta has now learned he will have to fork out £21.6 million for the French under-20 international, but negotiations are reportedly still at a very early stage. Boey joined the Turkish Giants in 2021 from Rennes, soon establishing himself as a first-team regular. Also eligible for Cameroon, national coach Rigobert Song has twice named the player in international squads, but he's yet to represent Cameroon. Brighton slapped a £100 million price tag on Caicedo. Arsenal have been leading the race in the battle to sign Moises Caicedo, reportedly agreeing personal terms with the player. But with Chelsea also interested and the Ecuadorian having signed a new contract in January, the Seagulls are able to negotiate from a position of strength. Indeed, it seems that the Gunners will now have to shatter their own transfer record to secure the services of the 21-year-old. According to the Secret Scout, Brighton are demanding a fee in the region of £100 million for their star midfielder, with teammate McAllister leaving for Liverpool. However, the club are prepared to reduce their asking price if they can receive a player as a part of an exchange deal. Arsenal icon Ice PSG role. Arsenal legend Thierry Henry could form part of Julian Nagelsmann's backroom staff should he take charge at PSG this summer. The German manager has been out of work since leaving Bayern Munich earlier this year, but has been in the frame for jobs at Chelsea and Tottenham. He remains available, however, and the French champions see him as a potential replacement for Christopher Galtier. The Telegraph understands that Henry, who has no prior history with Nagelsmann, could be part of the coaching staff in Paris. Henry has previously been an assistant with the Belgian national side, whilst he also had a short-lived spell in charge of Monaco in Ligue 1. Arsenal interested in Man City's Cancelo. Arsenal remain interested in a move for Manchester City defender Joao Cancelo after his loan from Bayern Munich ended. Cancelo went on loan to Bayern Munich in January, but the German champions declined to take up a £60 million option to buy the fullback. Although early indications suggest there is a gap in what Manchester City would want and what Arsenal are prepared to pay. Newcastle favourites to sign Kieran Tierney. Newcastle United are favourites to sign Arsenal left back Kieran Tierney in the summer transfer window. The Scotland international, who was handed just 6 Premier League starts this term, has met with Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta and is understood to have outlined his desire to move on in search of more regular first-team football. With Alexander Zinchenko firmly established as Arsenal's #1 left-back, Arteta will not stand in Tierney's way. Newcastle are aware of the situation, with Tierney firmly established as their #1 choice for a new left-back this summer. Arsenal leading the race for Arda Guler. Arsenal and Newcastle United are reportedly leading the race to sign Fenerbahce star Arda Guler in the upcoming summer transfer window. Guler, 18, has emerged as a key member of Fenerbahce's first team this season, scoring 6 goals and providing 6 assists in 19 Turkish Super League appearances. According to Turkish Football and The Guardian writer Emre Sarıgül, Arsenal have contacted Guler's family, who represent the player, over a potential summer move. The £22 million rated attacking midfielder will enter the final 2 years of his contract this summer. His club don't necessarily want to lose him, but the report claims that they are willing to let him go if a good offer arrives. Leicester set to demand at least £40 million for James Maddison. Following the Foxes' relegation to the Championship, there are likely to be some high-profile departures from Leicester this summer, and Maddison is one of their most in-demand assets. According to The Athletic, Maddison, who is a target for Arsenal and Newcastle United, is valued at £40 million, but Leicester could receive more if there is a bidding war. The 26-year-old has just over a year remaining on his current contract at Leicester. Despite Leicester going down, Maddison still registered 10 goals and 9 assists in the Premier League this season. Capped twice by England, Maddison will be aware that a high-profile move would boost his chances of being heavily involved for the Three Lions on a more regular basis. Balogun leaning towards Arsenal exit. Arsenal striker Pepe Balogun is leaning towards a permanent move away from the club this summer. Balogun turns 22 next month and feels now is the right time to get regular first-team football. Balogun has spent this season on loan at Reims and has scored 20 League One goals. The final decision will rest with Arsenal, as Balogun has 2 years left on his contract. They are expected to sit down with Balogun and his representatives soon to discuss his future. It is reported that a number of clubs are interested in the player, including RB Leipzig, Eintracht Frankfurt and Monaco. Arsenal have no plans to sell Odegaard. Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard is set to be offered a new contract, according to the Evening Standard. Paris Saint-Germain have expressed interest in Odegaard, who scored 15 goals and provided 7 assists as Arsenal finished second in the Premier League this season. Manager Mikel Arteta has no plans to part with Odegaard and is instead ready to begin new contract talks. The midfielder has 2 years left on his current contract and there is an option to extend that by a further year to 2026. Neymar should choose Arsenal. Emmanuel Petit believes Neymar would be best suited joining Arsenal. He told Genting Casino, "I think Neymar will suit any big club. If he comes to Arsenal, I would love it and I think he will love it too. I think he will enjoy the technical football and the style of Arsenal. He would love to play with younger players as he is quite mature himself. He will also have revenge on his mind, with everything that he has been going through at PSG and the tears he shed at the World Cup. I think he will be happy to move to Arsenal if that is the case. He can play on the left and the right, and because of his ankle injuries, he can be a player in rotation." And that is all for today. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.